إننا الأبطال لا نحمي الرؤوس، إننا للمجد أرخصنا النفوس. خالد في البر كان ليث حق، في البحار كان حوتا بربروسا.
Welcome to the True Superheroes, the podcast where you discover people who changed the world, not with capes or superpowers, but with wisdom, courage, and a pure heart. Today, you will travel back in time. Imagine golden deserts under a bright, cloudless sky. The Muslim Empire is huge. From India to North Africa, people live under one banner, the banner of Tawheed, the banner of Islam. But it is also a time full of challenges. Medina, Arabia. It is the year 61 after the Hijrah. A warm wind blows through the streets. The mud brick houses keep the heat of the day. In the mosques, people recite the Quran. The markets are busy. Children run and laugh between the stalls. It is a time of change. The Muslim Empire is growing fast. Borders are expanding. Armies are marching. Palaces are full of gold. The Muslim rulers live in luxury beyond imagination. And yet, in a corner of this busy world, a child is born. A child who will one day change the destiny of millions. His name, Omar Ibn Abdul Aziz. Omar is born into a powerful family. His father is the governor of Egypt. His grandfather was a Caliph. His mother is the granddaughter of Omar ibn al-Khattab, one of the greatest companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Omar grows up in a palace, thick carpets, fine food, jewelry, servants. He was everything a child could dream of. But Omar is different. He is not impressed by riches. He does not care about gold or fancy feasts. While other children play and laugh, Omar watches. He listens. He thinks. Mother, why does that man have torn clothes? Father, why does that boy sell water at the market? Mother, why do some people sleep on soft beds and others on the hard ground? You see, Omar has a sensitive heart. He feels injustice deeply. He does not look away. He wants to understand. He wants to fix it. One day, before he is even 10 years old, Omar sneaks out of the palace. He walks through the streets, wanting to see the real world. In a small alley, he hears crying. He walks closer. An old man sits on the ground, face in his hands, crying softly. They took me my land. I have nothing left. No crops, no home. No one listens to me because I am poor. But that's not fair. Who did this to you? The rich man from the palace. And you, little boy, you can do nothing for me. Omar runs back to the palace, his heart heavy. Father, there's a man crying. He has lost everything. Why don't we help him? My son, that is how the world is. The rich get richer. The poor stay poor. But for Omar, this is not acceptable. From that moment, he makes a silent promise. If no one defends the weak, then I will. As he grows, Omar becomes wise. He studies the Quran, the ahadith of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, poetry, and law. He asks questions. He searches for the truth. He listens to the wise man. He spends hours learning, reading, praying. Later, he is sent to Damascus, the capital of the empire. There, he could live like a prince with gold, banquets, treasures. But Omar chooses a simple life. He walks through the markets. He talks to workers, merchants, sick people, and children. Omar, you are the governor's son. Why are you here? To see how real people live. Then, one day, everything changes. The Caliph dies. The Muslim Empire needs a new leader. Someone just, someone strong, someone the people trust. Our eyes turn to one man, Omar Ibn Abdul Aziz. Omar, Ya Omar, Your heart is pure. Your mind is wise. The people trust you. Be our Caliph. I never wanted power, but if Allah gives me this duty, I will accept, to serve Him and His people, not myself. And what Omar does next is amazing. He gives up all his riches. He gives back his lands, his gold, his horses. He frees his servants. You are free now, you can go. May Allah guide your steps. He wears simple clothes. He lives in a small house. He eats bread, dates, and drink water. He sleeps little. He watches over his people like a shepherd over his flock. You are the Caliph. You can have anything. Why live like this? What's wrong with you? A leader is not here to take. A leader is here to give. If I want the people to live with justice, I must live justly first. And so, a prince became the humble servant of his people. His sword is justice, his shield is kindness, and his light is tawheed, his faith. It is the year 99 after the Hijrah. The air is heavy. The palace doors open slowly. Footsteps echo on the marble floor. A man walks in, with his eyes down and his heart shaking. He has just become the Caliph of the Muslims. His name is Omar Ibn Abdul Aziz, and he knows his life has just completely changed. As soon as he becomes Caliph, Omar refuses the golden rooms of the palace. He asks for a simple room, just a rug and a mattress made from palm fibers. O leader of the believers, the Caliph is supposed to stay in the ground hall. I don't follow the ways of unjust rulers. Give me a room where I can stand in front of Allah with humility. That night, he takes off his expensive clothes and puts on a wool robe. He sells the fancy furniture and jewelry from the palace and gives the money to the poor. But he does not smile. He does not celebrate. He did not want this power or fame. I didn't ask for this role, oh Allah. I'm afraid I'm not worthy of it. From the very beginning, things start to change. Omar removes corrupt officials. He gives up his own wealth. He returns stolen money to the people. He sends a letter to all the governors. Anyone who took land unfairly must give it back. Justice is more important than family ties. But they won't accept this, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. Let them be angry. I would rather face people's anger than Allah's anger. The next day, Omar starts what historians would later call a revolution of justice. In front of soldiers, nobles, and the rich, Omar gives a speech that shakes the whole palace. I free you from your pledge to me. If any of you don't want me as a Caliph, say it now. This role is not a prize, it is a responsibility, something I must answer for on the day of judgment. No one speaks. Everyone is shocked. We've never seen a Caliph like this before. Oh people, I'm not better than you. If I obey Allah, support me. But if I disobey, correct me. An old man stands up. By Allah, if you go off the right path, we will correct you, with our swords if needed. Omar is smiling. Praise be to Allah. He put people in this ummah who are brave enough to correct their leaders. Omar orders a full review of the Bayt al-Mal, the public treasury. He finds letters from past Caliph giving land to their family unfairly. He cancels every one of them, one by one. But these lands belong to royal families. If they were taken wrongly, they must go back to the people. But your own family, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, even your children. My family is not more important than a hungry orphan or poor widow. He starts with himself. He returns lands he received unfairly. He sells expensive horses, perfumes, and clothes. He lives simply, eats dry bread, drinks water, sleeps on a mat. Omar writes to the governors, lower the taxes, stop injustice, treat the people fairly, and if you obey me in doing wrong, I will remove you from power. He fires several corrupt governors and replaces them with righteous men. You might lose support from powerful families, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. If I lose them, maybe I will gain the pleasure of Allah. In just a few months, thousands of lands are returned. and wealth goes back to the treasury. All this wealth now belongs to the people. But the people who benefited from injustice are angry, in secret. Governors and rich men whisper, "This Omar wants to take away our power. He is making Arabs and non-Arabs equal. What a strange thing. He must be stopped before he changes everything. He won't die in battle, but there are other ways." But while they plot, Omar keeps changing lives. He sends more letters to the governors, shut down unjust prisons, return stolen lands, teach Quran in every town, stop the beatings, let the truth be heard. He removes extra taxes from non-Arab Muslims. He says, all Muslims are brothers, no matter their language or background. Justice, the Caliph is listening, Alhamdulillah. Every day Omar goes to the hall he calls the Council of the Oppressed. One day, an old man enters. "My neighbor, a governor, stole my land. I wrote letters to Caliph before you. No one replied. If I can't give this man his land back, then I have failed." He calls the governor, fires him, and returns the land. Then he tells the old man, "Pray for me. I'm afraid I haven't done enough." Another day, a poor woman is brought to him for stealing. She is shaking. Her clothes are torn. "Why did you do this? Why did you steal?" asks Omar. "Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, I had nothing. My children were starving. I was desperate. I didn't want to steal. I just wanted them to eat." Omar stays silent. Then he walks to her. "If hunger made you steal, then you are not a criminal. The real crime is letting someone like you reach this point. Hunger pushed me, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin. My children cried all night. Feed her and her children, and then find out who left her suffer. Because if we cut off the hand that stole from hunger, then we must cut off the hands that let her go hungry in the first place." At home, Omar sits with his wife, Fatima. "There are still so many injustices. So many people suffering, Ya Fatima. Sometimes I wonder, am I doing enough? Ya Omar, you're not alone. Stay sincere and lead with justice. You can't fix everything at once, but every choice matters. Ya Fatima, returning a stolen piece of land feels heavier than leading a whole army, and that's why Allah chose you, Ya Omar. Don't forget, small actions count. One good deed can change a life." 2 years pass, 2 years of justice, mercy, and reform. But deep in Damascus, behind closed doors, a final plan is being made. "He won't give in. He keeps taking from the rich. He stopped our income. He's turning everything upside down. He has no enemies outside. But his body can still be weakened. His food, yes, of course. That's the way. A slow poison. He will die quietly. No one will know." Historians say that the servant was bribed. He was promised freedom and a rich life if he poisoned the Caliph's food. "Forgive me, Omar, but my family, they threaten my family." A few days later, Omar feels a strange pain. Now he knows it's poison. "This is not weakness, it's poison, Ya Fatima. But Alhamdulillah, this too is from Allah. Why would they do this when all you did was good? This wall is a bridge, not a home." He continues leading. He keeps sending letters. One day the doctor visits. "This is not a fever, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin. It is poison indeed, Alhamdulillah. If my death is a part of justice, I accept it." He tells his children, "Don't buy me a fancy shroud. This body will return to dust. What matters is what we bring to Allah." On the 20th of Rajab, the year 101 after Hijrah, at age 39, Omar Ibn Abdul Aziz returns to his Lord. Indeed, on that day, the people cried. The poor, the widows, the orphans, the forgotten, because their hero who gave them justice was gone. He was buried near Aleppo, in a simple place, no dome, no fancy grave, but hearts were full of love for him. O Allah, I fought injustice, I loved your book, I cried in the night, please accept me as a weak servant who always hoped in you. Omar Ibn Abdul Aziz ruled for only 2.5 years, but he changed the future of an entire nation. He showed that one person can stand up to injustice, and that justice is stronger than fear. He is known as the fifth rightly guided Caliph because his actions were like those of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, closest companions radiyallahu anhum. In some regions he was governing, poverty didn't exist anymore. Even today, Omar is a guide for the Muslim world and a light for all people because of his deep faith, his fair leadership, and his pure soul, which wanted only to serve Allah's justice. Rahimahullah. And you, little hero listening to this story, maybe you don't have a palace, no throne, but you do have a voice, a heart, and a mission. Be fair, be strong, be a light in the dark, for being a true hero means living for Allah and serving His justice.